What's up, guys? It was a very busy weekend, and I had Monday off, which today was my first day back from work, or back to work. And Friday, I got a package in the mail from Scream Factory, and I was super excited because I thought it was due to arrive next week, but it came this week. And that's the Blu-ray release, collector's edition of Bubba Ho-Tep. Those of you who don't know, Bubba Ho-Tep is a movie where Bruce Campbell stars as an elderly Elvis living in an assisted living old folks home, who has to partner up with his buddy Ossie Davis over here and fight a cowboy suit wearing Egyptian mummy who sucks the souls out of the old folks in this residence that they live in Texas. And that's pretty much the gist of it without spoiling anything. And if you guys haven't seen this, I really don't want to get into spoiler territory, because this is definitely up there as one of the best cult classic movies I've ever seen. It's so hilarious. If you're a Bruce Campbell fan, this is definitely a must-own. But then again, if you're a Bruce Campbell fan, you've probably already seen it. But I do feel like that this was a Scream Factory release that went under the radar. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. I haven't seen many reviews for it yet. I know I'm a little late. I just got mine Friday. It is Tuesday night already. But yeah, guys, Bruce Campbell stars as Elvis. And the great thing about Bruce, to me, is just how funny he is physically. I'm not saying that he's in bad shape. He's in great shape for his age. He's a good-looking guy. But he's just the way he emotes and his physical movements are so authentic, and he is so charismatic without saying anything, and he can make you laugh really without doing much, but still doing everything. And that's what I love the most about, Bruce's performance in this movie, and as Ash, and in movies and TV shows in general. I think he's a very good physical actor, and he always really utilizes what he's good at, and he makes you aware that he's very good at certain things when you're watching him on screen. But Bubba Ho-Tep, my friend and I were just talking about this past summer in July. We were talking about this movie. I originally saw it in like 2006 or 2008, and then I really resonated with me, and especially since I'm a huge fan of Bruce, and it just became one of those movies, But yeah, my buddy and I were talking about it, and as we were talking about it, he was like, does that even have a Blu-ray release? And it didn't. And I said, no, it really doesn't. And then not even a week later, I was at work on my break, scrolling through my Facebook feed, and there it was on Scream Factory's page that this was coming out. And, I immediately bought it right there on the spot, because this is the first time ever that this is on Blu-ray. And it's so funny. It's so good. It has such a cool original premise. And it's a real low-key movie. It's based off of a short story. It's not very long, but it's extremely entertaining. It's hit or miss with some people. It does have a cult following, which means that there is a select large group of people that love this movie. And then there's people who've probably never fucking heard of it. But, yeah, like I said, if you guys are Bruce Campbell fans, like, this is definitely up there. I think all the incarnations of Elvis that have ever been brought to screen, Bruce has delivered the best performance. And I'm not just saying that because he's one of my favorite actors. He truly is, captures the essence of the king, for sure. This is loaded with a buttload of extra features, which I always appreciate in these Scream Factory titles, which you always don't get a lot of. There's audio commentary with Bruce Campbell and the director, Don Coscarelli. There's deleted scenes. There's commentary with the king. There's a making of featurette, makeup effects featurette with Robert Kirkman, who did the makeup, and also Don Coscarelli is the guy who did the Phantasm movies, which I've personally never seen. But he also did John Dies at the End, which I really have an affection for that movie. And when you watch this movie, and then you think oh, he did Phantasm and John Dies at the End. That makes sense because, his movies are very similar in a way that James Gunn's movies are all. You can tell that they have that James Gunn stamp on them. You can tell when you watch all of this guy's movies that, they have the Don Coscarelli essence weaved throughout them. However, guys, this came with a rockin' poster, which I'm probably going to hang up after this video is over. It came with a pretty awesome slipcover. Here's your reversible art. With the original cover, you got Bruce right there as the king, baby. A lot of good one-liners and quotes and everything you'd expect from a Bruce Campbell movie in this movie. But if you guys have not seen this, seriously check it out. Maybe not blind by it, but this is just one of the ones that I grew up with that I really dug. And now that it's on Blu-ray, like I'm really happy, because a lot of the movies that I wish that were on Blu-ray that aren't on Blu-ray are probably not going to come out on Blu-ray. But this one did, and it was only a matter of time, I know, but I'm glad it came out when it did, because it's so much fun to revisit. Anyway, guys, that's Bubba Ho-Tep. Thank you. Thank you very much.